Just a smoothie.
Oh, smoothie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have this little thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back. I am Uncle Nerd. This is the TNT Photon HQ show. We got the squad here. We got my lovable host, Ms.Mika, aka Pinky Tuscadero. We got username not recognized, aka the Mop Assassin, aka Ready for Hire, aka Ready to Murder, aka Murdered Yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't I just be lovely too? Hi, everybody.
Nah. She the only soft spot we got on the show, bro. And you know it. She the only soft spot we got on the show.
What's happening, man?
Nothing other than that is all nothing but rash and violence.
Yes, I'm a pretty flower.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a wonderful show in store for you guys today. We're going to be talking about a plethora of topics to get you guys going. We're going to talk about WandaVision. We're going to talk about Wonder Woman, Cobra Kai. Pedro Pascal wanting to keep his mask off for season 3 and shit like that. Like we really want to see his dumpy ass face and shit. Godzilla versus King Kong. Transformers Earthrise, Batman the Animated Series being rebooted, or like I think they're extending upon the story that's going to lead into the Batman Beyond. The Batman Beyond series and stuff like that for HBO. Grease needing to be banned, and a couple of gaming things. And we're going to talk about a few people that we've lost this year already within the last 2 months. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a good show in store for y'all today. So strap in, get ready, hold on to your rocket boosters, and let's go. Mika, no. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by Quisp. Quisp cereal. Yeah, Quisp. Quisp. And if any of y'all, see right now, I'm showing my age, man. I'm showing my age, all right?
You now, definitely, y'all. Where the fuck did you get that from, yo?
Yeah, I know. I found it. It was only one box left. It was on the shelf. And they said, they was like, I was like, oh, shit. Because me and my sister used to fight over this shit when we was kids. And it tastes like Captain Crunch. It don't taste like no special cereal.
Trust me, you find a box of Kaboom.
You can actually find Kaboom, but Quisp, you lucky I don't got no milk because I would have ate this right on screen. Matter of fact, come tomorrow, if we do a show tomorrow, I'm eating this right on screen, man. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all don't understand.
When's the last time you saw King Vitamin? No, that shit.
That's still around. King Vitamin is still around.
Yeah, you can find
King Vitamin. They're not around here.
King Vitamin.
Damn.
You can find King Vitamin.
Does it still the same? Can you cut a mask out still?
Oh, I don't think so.
Ah.
I don't know. That would be on the back, right? The mask on the back with the crown.
Yeah, that was the whole.
They had to stop doing the crown because Burger King had the crown. Remember, they was on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I got to get. I got to find me a Burger King crown. I'm gonna wear that my next show.
I go to bro. Oh God.
I actually got a couple of them still too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Burger King. Like 2 crowns, yo.
We should all wear Burger King crowns.
Yeah, right.
I remember when they used to be shiny as shit though. At one point,
they were actually made out of decent quality. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, this is made by this story. This show is brought to you by Quisp. And if you look on the back, it got some wonderful
wow.
like that Ren and Stimpy artwork.
Wow. Look at that shit. Jesus.
Man, I saw this box.
Adventures of Quisp. Jeez.
Yeah, because I don't know. All right, this will show you how old I am, right? When I was a kid, I was a little baby, and I got one of those memories that are photographic, and I can remember shit like it's like vividly. And what was that? It used to be Quisp and Quake, right? Quisp and Quake used to always go and be in competition with each other. Quist will always save the Earth and save the universe, whereas though Quake was pretty much like rustling bad guys down on Earth and stuff like that. And they would be like, eat Quist. And then they'd be like, no, eat Quake. And they both taste like Captain Crunch. No bullshit. They both taste like Captain Crunch. You know what I'm saying? But my sister, you know, I was always a space guy and shit like that. I saw my sister with a box of this, right? And I was like, Jock, let me get some, because my sister's name is Jackie. She just hauled off and smacked the shit out of me. It was like, nah, don't touch that box. I was like, fuck. So then when she went to sleep, I ate the whole box. Even when I didn't want no more, I just ate it. And so she woke up the next morning, so it was all gone. And I poured Quake cereal in the inside of the box. She was mad as fuck. And I ran to mommy. I was like, Ma, Jock trying to hit me again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Quake Quisp cereal is the shit. Look on YouTube. You can see like a couple of videos. Yeah, this is back in like the 60s. And no, I wasn't born in the 60s. But like every now and then, it's one of those series, like every now and then it will pop up.
I have a question for you. Have you tried any of the Funko cereal?
No, they got cereal?
Yes, they do.
Wait, I didn't think that was actual cereal. I thought it was just a packaging for some.
That's what I thought it was.
No,
I'm gonna eat that shit on camera.
Cereal, and it comes with a Funko Pop. Yes, it does.
Really?
They had one for the Golden Girls. They had one for They had like quite a few.
It's got to be like all the same flavor with different boxes, right?
I don't know, but I'm willing to try it out. I know they sell some of the boxes on eBay.
I gotta check it out. I didn't know Funko had cereal.
Hell yeah. Yeah, hold on.
I know Funko had cereal.
Yeah, they got the Flash. They got the Golden Girls. They got Batgirl. They got Slimer. They have a lot. Wow. Oh, and they got it. Wait.
But do they have the Burger King?
They have it on Amazon.
But do they have the Burger King? King Randor. The Burger King.
Oh, I'm about to get me a box. And it comes with a Huckleberry Hound. Oh, this is so fucking dope.
Does it say what the cereal tastes like at all, or denote any?
That's
kind
the
of
whole thing. You don't want to know what it tastes like. I want, like, honestly, that Star Wars cereal tastes like shit. It was some Star Wars cereal that came out for what was that? What was that last movie they had? The Rise of Skywalker, I think it was.
They had a cereal.
I ate it on camera. That shit was horrible.
Ew.
Just like the movie then. Good.
Yeah.
How ironic.
Yeah, action figures horrible. Your movie horrible. Your cereal horrible. Yeah.
I dared Danae to do the one chip challenge.
I'll do that shit. I'm fucking part Nigerian, bro. I eat hot shit like that all day, man. Like
they have a hot chip and they have a hot gummy bear.
Is it hot? Is it hotter than Country Pepper?
They saying it's a Carolina Reaper.
I'll find out, because they be talking this junk like it's hot. See, y'all African Americans, y'all can't really handle that hot shit. Like me, I eat that junk. Like I eat jalapenos, I eat peppers, all that stuff, man. I eat all that stuff. I grew up eating that stuff, so that's none for me. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into a couple of shows right now. Mika has been watching WandaVision. I happened to watch the third episode today. What did you think? Give me your honest opinion on WandaVision.
It's like, truth be told, it's a slow burn. WandaVision is a slow burn. I think that is going to lead up to something huge. You're already seeing part of it in episode 3. Where Geraldine, who is actually Monica Rambeau, spying on Scarlet Witch, mentioned to Scarlet Witch that, you know, your brother died by Ultron, and she was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" and just banished her into the real world. It's slowly coming together, but I feel that she has a lot to do with the things to come. I think she's going to be back. I think Monica Rambeau is going to be back. But
Moon, Tiara, jerk off. My ADD kicked in. Sorry, keep going.
you got a Sailor Moon cup. I'm mad at you. I can't fucking stand you.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon.
Fuck
She
your
will
cup, nigga.
never turn her back on her friends. She is always there to defend. She is the one on who we can depend. She is the one named Sailor Venus, Sailor
Sailor
Mika, Sailor Janae, Sailor Killer Kenny.
I'd have the prettiest dress.
Yeah, right. Mine would be made all out of garbage and fucking old
Oh my
hypodermic
goodness.
needles and pills and shit.
I mean,
But
like,
yeah.
what did you think of WandaVision?
Honestly, did you get to watch WandaVision, Kenny?
He doesn't have Disney Plus, he said.
No, I don't have it on my phone. I got it
He
here.
got Disney Plus.
Not on my phone. They have my phone, so not yet.
Oh.
All right. So honestly, I love the nod that it, like, within the first 2 episodes, especially, that they gave that nod back to golden era television. You know, with like that was done in black and white film noir, so on and so forth. And you know,
I see with the episodes they going through each decade. Like the first episode was the 50s, the second episode was the 60s, the third episode is the 70s. So the next episode is going to be the 80s.
Right. So what gets what all right, I get what they're doing, but I feel like I feel like everybody's not going to grasp to this, because I mean, like, I honestly know where they're grabbing this story from. I feel as though it's from 2 books. It's from their House of M series that you mentioned before, and I've read that, where like Scarlet Witch, and I don't want to divulge too much for people, because like readers like ourselves, we see exactly where it's going. But and I also feel as though they grabbed some elements of the Visions. You ever read the Vision story? You ever read that one, Kenny? It was violent as hell, where it was a family full of Vision androids. Like the mother was a Vision, the 2 kids were Visions, and you know, you had the original Vision there as the father, and she had killed the Reaper and stuff like that, stuffed his body in the closet. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But I feel as though they merged. Yeah, it was there. Geez. Yeah, it's a gruesome book, man. It's violent. Like the kid went to school and killed somebody.
Jeez,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta read it. It's called Visions. The Visions. It's crazy. But I feel as though they took.
Man says, I think they're in a world Wanda created because she couldn't live without Vision. I mean, that is true. I think she's having a real mental breakdown. That's what this reality that she made consists of, a mental breakdown.
Right.
The bitch is crazy.
Well, no, if you remember the House of M books, she pretty much, I don't want to kill it. Go ahead. But yeah, it's okay. But for people like us who can pretty much tolerate a slow burn, as far as in a superhero setting or a fictional, like, you know, comic book setting. But a lot of people are not like that.
WandaVision is also leading to the new Doctor Strange movie. This is the beginning of Phase 4 of the MCU.
Right.
So I'm trying to see how Doctor Strange comes into all of this.
Well, Doctor Strange can be pretty much, when he's dealing with alternate realities and stuff like that, that's Doctor Strange's realm. You know, he can go, that's him. That's him all day. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it's not bad, but if it wasn't for my love for the characters, I wouldn't watch it.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Nah. I think it's for me, I'm enjoying it, but a lot of people that I introduced to it, like I introduced it to Sarah, she was like, and it just started fading off.
Like when they mentioned House of M, like, I understood where it was coming from.
Yeah, I already know. Like, but at the same token, everybody's sorry, when it comes to superhero movies or superhero shows, whatever the case may be, there has to be a level of action or something to keep people enthralled, because they're not going to just keep watching certain things. Now, me myself, I love character development. I love good story. I know where this is going. I see where it's going, but at the same token, the average person that's looking for like something like the Avengers, whatever the case may be, and I love the nods that it gave back to golden era television, you know, like legacy TV and all sorts of like you know, nods to film noir as it's going through the decades, and each one of those decades I'm absolutely loving. But the tongue-in-cheek stuff that they have going on, a lot of people aren't going to dig it. Well, they need to at least add more of the hidden element and expose some of the hidden element that's controlling all of this. And yes, I get it because I see like the commercials to start commercials.
Yeah, the commercials are
commercials and stuff, so on and so forth. But a lot of people aren't going to have the patience. You got to understand the time in which we live in right now. People have like an instantaneous gratification, gratification.
Yeah, you know why? Because we live in such a short attention span world right now. Everybody wants everything so fucking quick instead of just having patience.
I see what's going, and I like it in some aspects, but in other aspects, I'm like, I'm glad it's a TV show, because if they was to do something like this in a movie, oh my god, that's wasted money.
It's actually really so. Thank goodness there's not going to be another season.
Yeah. But so far, I mean, like, it's intriguing, but at the same token, I expected a little bit more from this. At least, like, I don't know, just something more. And I understand what
I'm being patient with it. I think it's going to get better.
Yeah. Kenny, if you get a chance, check it out and tell me what you think. Give me your honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we're going to talk about Cobra Kai. Did you see Cobra Kai the last season?
I saw a few episodes of it, yeah.
I don't have Netflix, no.
It's
Netflix.
You know what? I was kind of with the other two seasons. I'm all right with this. It's still to me. It's too much of a teen drama for me to really care about it. I mean, I like the old movies, kind of. Now, I'm not even a big fan of those. I like them sort of. There's something that I used to watch. They come on TV.
Right.
So when people are excited about the TV show, it's like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I can see where they're trying to lean hard on a lot of nostalgia and all that shit. And then I can see where it's just pretty much just a bunch of teen drama, hooey-dooey, and I don't care about none of that.
Right. Did you watch Cobra Kai? You get to watch Cobra Kai, Mika?
I don't have Netflix. I got rid of it.
Oh, yeah. I stole what's the name's account and watched it real quick.
Ooh,
I had already. The thing about it is I've been talking about Cobra Kai for like what was it, like 2 years, a year? Remember when I put it up there, like, yo, you should check out Cobra Kai, and like everybody was.
I remember Cobra Kai was an original on YouTube first.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit!
So they try to make people subscribe to that shit. Remember how they hooked them in?
Right.
Watch the first few episodes.
I'm dead.
No, Flynn fan said Cobra Kai is awful.
I want to say awful. It's for
the demographic that is slightly. Like, it's going towards the teens. Me myself, I watch it for the nostalgia aspects because I'd love to see stories extended upon instead of rebooted and changed. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, the original Karate Kid wasn't nothing real serious or whatever the case may be. I mean, like, it was slated for children and kids and stuff like that. Whereas though this one, I mean, I did like a few. Don't get me wrong, there were some episodes in there that I liked. You know what I'm saying? There were some like season three, I like how the violence kicked up, how they were fighting each other, kind of like remind me of rival schools in a way. And like the thing between Cobra Kai, the original Cobra Kai student, and the thing between his teacher, and also with what's his name, Lorenzo, what's his name, Lorenzo, what's his fucking name, gosh, Danny LaRusso. With Danny LaRusso, kind of like a Ryu and Ken thing with Master Goken and all that other stuff.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Think about it. That's why I think I continued watching it, because it was kind of like a Street Fighter thing / rival schools when you think about it. So I mean, like, it's not bad, but it's for
who it is.
Exactly, it's for teens. It's pretty much like a mishmash of Street Fighter, Power Rangers, rival schools, and somebody said Degrassi. Somebody said Degrassi too.
Yeah, that makes me sound old. When I said 90210, and someone said Degrassi. I don't know what the fuck Degrassi is.
No, Sportland fan said that's not a story that needed to be told. That's why it ended up on B. On B.
What's B?
I have no idea. This person evidently, this is Sarah. Sarah definitely does not like Cobra Kai, because I tried to get her to watch it. She's like, bleh. Like, Sarah has a very short attention span. Like, you can't. It has to grasp her. Now, don't get me wrong. She will watch TV, and she will watch certain shows, but no.
Yo, I'll be honest too, man. Karate Kid is something my older brothers used to make fun of when I was a kid. Like, that's hella gay, man, and all this other shit, man.
The only one, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Karate Kid 2 more than I did Part 1.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was more like he was in he was in Japan, and like that dude didn't like him, so but I didn't like the fact.
this shit with the drum though, that was stupid.
Yeah, but I didn't like the fact that Danny went there to Japan and beat up some Japanese guy. That's why, but I did like the way that they went there and explored the culture and everything. But other than that, I was like,
that shit with the drum was god awful.
Yeah, it was.
They all started doing it in unison. Like, stop it now, please.
Exactly. I was like, come on, man, you're killing me here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Well, I guess it's always been kind of a teen thing if you think about what the core story was. So
right. That's true. Again, what I have to always remember is that certain stuff like this right here, I went into it with the mindset like, look, the original one was slated for teens and kids and stuff like that. So, I'm going to have to look at it through that lens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even for a teen show / adolescent teen show, it's not bad. As an adult looking at it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that good. But for what it was good. I did like, and as you can see, what I noticed is that the fight choreography got better as it went along. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, like, as a whole, I would give it, looking at it from a teen perspective, I would give it a 7 out of I would give it how many nerd pins do I have? 4, right? 5. I would give it 4. From looking at it from a teen adolescent perspective, I would give it a 4. It's not that bad. I mean, it had enough drama because teens love drama. It had like the high flying kicks and stuff like that. And my favorite character on there is Hawk. I'm sorry, I love Hawk. Hawk is my favorite character on there. He was the one with the scar on his lip and the mohawk.
Oh yeah.
I liked him. That was my favorite character. He's my favorite character on there because you kind of like, when I was younger, that's how kind of like was in a way as I started getting older. You know what I mean? I was a little bit not shy, but I was just like until I just saw like, I could be a beast. For Lynn fan says it's for a 5-year-old. I think a little bit too violent because they curse in that show. They do a lot of cursing in that show.
Really?
Yeah, the shit word was thrown around. And I think the fuck word was said twice, and the shit word was thrown around numerous times. So
I'll say this is like a Dawson's Creek with sidekicks,
right?
Pretty much, man.
Right.
Or one of them shows with like roundhouses and fucking hi-yas and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the karate hands. Hi-ya.
Hi-ya.
Yeah.
Wait. Yo. So next up, we're going to talk about what do you think about Godzilla versus King Kong?
I'm waiting for it.
Me too. We'll see.
Me too. I'm gonna tell you,
hopefully it was way better than King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters wasn't bad to me.
It was good, but
Shin Godzilla was garbage. Shin Godzilla was complete garbage. I was so surprised to see Japan like crap out something like that. I was surprised.
The concept was gross, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they had him looking crazy. They had him with some big beady eyes where he was mutating and coming out as a larva. I was like, what are you doing?
Nah, I didn't like that, man. My Godzilla is a dinosaur that got radioactive. That's it.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be a damn fucking sea slug that turns into other shit.
I think the best ones I like was the what was that? The Shogogeki and the Toho ones were the best. You know what I'm saying? Were the best.
I like the one that was possessed by the World War II soldiers.
Yeah, that was like the Toho one. Man, he was violent. Now, see, here's the thing. First off, you have to understand, and I keep trying to tell people is Godzilla is not a defender of people. He's really not a good guy. He's Earth's defender. That's why sometimes you will see him attack people. He's
an anti-hero.
Yeah, in a way, that's what he is. He's Earth's defender. He defends Earth. Or if you're in his territory, that's when you feel as though like, nah, you're not doing this. Like, move or like get out the way. I'll kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing in my cell? You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. Like, get out of here. That's what Godzilla is. And everybody's getting upset because in this film, from what I understand, Godzilla is pretty much the bad guy. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, they was like, no, he can't be the bad guy. No, Godzilla just doesn't. Because really, when it comes to humans, you'll see he'll look at him like, all right, now say one more thing. Or like keep drop. Like perfect example. The one that Kenny was talking about, the Godzilla that Kenny was, what was that? Destroy All Monsters, I think it was. or
Um,
Godzilla SOS, was it? Which one was it?
no, I think it was Destroy All Monsters, right?
Yeah, where Godzilla just got up and he just went through.
Yeah.
He started from Japan and all the way to the United States, killing people and monsters.
His eyes were all whited out too,
Yeah,
right?
and his
'Cause he was
eyes was all
possessed.
whited
Yeah.
out. And even though he was possessed, but essentially, and I try to explain to people, Godzilla is not really a good guy. He's not. Gamera is the one who protects people. Godzilla is the one that defends Earth. King Kong will protect people and stuff like that. Godzilla will just protect his area, or if he feels as though you like somebody that's trying to usurp him or something like that. That's why he is the king of monsters.
And see, that's why it's so interesting that why I want to see this film of Godzilla versus Kong, because like you said, Kong is for the people, Godzilla is for the earth.
Yeah, they've like perfect example. If he feels as though like what was that? Godzilla versus Hedorah. That was the smog monster. When he fought Hedorah, he was essentially mad at the people too. That's why in a way he let Hedorah fuck some of them, like tear some of them up, and he really wasn't too concerned about the people, but instead getting rid of Hedorah. Hedorah was a smog monster. The smog monster was created from all the pollution that humans was doing. So like if you like perfect example, if you're setting off a lot of radiation and doing a lot of stuff to the earth or whatever the case may be, he will attack people. If he feels as though you're threatening his lair, he looks at the earth as his lair. If he feels as though you're threatening it, he's going to attack you. That's just Godzilla. And in the interim, he just happens to get rid of monsters that we are scared of and whatever the case may be. But when he's fighting those monsters and stuff like that, you don't really see him trying to save people. You don't see him trying to like use his tail to block them or grab them up and stuff like that. Now, Godzuki or what was his name? Minya? What was his name?
Fucking Minya? Jesus.
Minya. Not only that, not all of your Godzillas were males either. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's the thing.
Waiting for a Mothra movie so I can leave the Earth peacefully.
Who, Mothra?
Yes.
Because when you think about it, Godzilla has fought a couple of his friends. Think about it.
Yeah.
Godzilla has fought a couple of his
I think he's fought them all, right?
Yeah, Godzilla has fought nearly all his friends. He don't care. And most of them became his friends because they ain't want that ass whooped no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Godzilla's really not a nice person, but I love him.
That is horrible.
Yeah, I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla, or Gojira, as you know, as people know him. But yeah, how I think this is going to play out, because you got two moneymakers right here. If one was to lose, people are going to be pissed off. I actually think that they're going to fight. I want the fights I'm hoping that the fights are lengthy and brutal. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though what's going to happen is they're going to be another threat is going to come and they're going to have to fight each other and then fight the other one.
They're going to make friends at some point.
But it do look like from the trailers I've been watching, it looked like King Kong teed off on Godzilla first on some bullshit. I mean, like he just keyed off and like like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he just right in the fucking
yeah, it looked like because Godzilla's coming out the water. Kong was like, you know what I'm saying? Just chucked him. I was like, oh man, so you just swinging on my man like that? Because I'm a Godzilla fan. I love King Kong, but I'm a Godzilla fan. I love Godzilla. Yeah. Godzilla is my dude. I love Godzilla.
I was disappointed as a kid in the OG one when it looked like King Kong won. He just walked out the water like it was all good.
Yeah, man. That was because I think that if I remember, Toho had got that funded. They had to get licenses, and then the person that owned King Kong was like, yo, you can't have him beating up King Kong and this is that and the other. So they kind of like left it a little bit open, but they made it look like Godzilla just was like enough and just stayed in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think King Kong is owned by Universal.
These are Universal movies, aren't they?
These are Universal characters now. All of them are Universal characters. But
really, I wonder how Warner Brothers acquired it though.
Warner Brothers has it?
I
thought Legendary was Universal.
No, Legendary works with Warner Brothers.
I have to look into it.
Oh shit! Well, damn.
I have to look into it. But either way, any way you look at it, it's still gonna be It's gonna be a good film. I think it's gonna be a good film as long as they don't focus too much on dialogue with the people and stuff like that. Let this be a monster dash. I want monsters fighting. I want the cities torn up. I want chaos. I want apocalypse settings and stuff. radiation fallout after these motherfuckers finish fighting, all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't need people in the movie, man. You can just subtitle the damn monsters, and we're good to go.
Exactly. We watch Godzilla films to see Godzilla. Yep. It was only in some of the Toho films that we watched it for the people when like they had the Godzilla Force, remember? And who was that? It was another one when like they made what was that? Mecha Godzilla, I think. It was
all the aliens and shit.
Yeah. But Ghidra, and I'm thinking, you know who I think might pop up? Either Mecha Godzilla or Ghidra. You know what I'm saying? Either Mecha Godzilla or Ghidra might pop up. But when
I think I saw a concept art of Mecha Godzilla actually, so it might be his ass. Yeah.
Because see, you got to understand, Mecha Godzilla was made to thwart these jokers and stuff like that because they got tired of they're getting tired of these giant monsters tearing up everywhere or like claiming areas as they own. You know what I'm saying? So they started building giant robots and stuff. Do you remember the one with Jet Jaguar fought? It was Jet Jaguar. He fought. He had.
Oh, you know what? A brand new Jet Jaguar would be fucking fresh, actually.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that'd be kind of fresh, man.
Yes, it would.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I don't know if did any of you guys check out Transformers Earthrise?
I did. I checked out a couple episodes of it.
Okay, tell me what you think.
I haven't.
It's pretty good. I thought the other season built up a little bit better. I think I'm maybe 3 or 4 episodes into this one so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it, man. Okay. I was kind of confused at first because I figured a continuation would have been a season 2 of the other one. So when I first saw it, I thought I already watched the damn thing, so I didn't fucking be clicking on it. But then it was kind of confusing, man. So either it was a direct continuation or it's some reboot shit. I did like the group of mercenary characters they brought into the second episode, man. I thought that was pretty cool. They had the whole logo and everything too. Was kind of fresh.
Okay, this is what I grasped from it, right? Hey, Luke, what's going on, brother? Great to see you. Luke. This is what I grasped from Transformers Earthrise. First off, I don't like the CGI. I want to see more hand-drawn Transformers. I'm sorry, because they've been promising us for years that they were going to give us some more anime style or like animated Transformers in the fashion of like, anime, like the original Transformers the movie was. Am I looking to relive that? No, but in a sense, yes. But what I appreciated about Earthrise is that they did not rewrite the history of Transformers crashing on Earth. Instead, they made it where so there was stuff that they were Galvatron's era. Somehow or another, he came back and altered a lot of events to lead up to not only Beast Wars, but it made sense on how how can I say, on how certain things occurred and how they ended up on Earth. So what I like is the fact, I don't like the artwork. I didn't like the CGI animation, and I didn't like the voices. I think the voices were absolutely horrible, especially for Prime. Like, I don't know why they didn't get Peter Cullen. Maybe he wanted too much money, but for Prime, they had him talking like this. He was like, I want you to go forward, and then we will come back to Cybertron. I was like,
he sounds mechanical.
Though sounds terrible,
man. Why is he talking like that? I was like, what's wrong with him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, but why is Soundwave sound kind of high pitched? Like they couldn't even do that right. Soundwave has a specific monotone, almost deep voice, very robotic. Right. They don't need to high pitch it up.
Do you know how easy it is to just get the voice synthesizer that they used on the original Transformers? You can literally like an act to make that voice. You know what I mean?
All you need. Yeah.
That's it. But as a whole, it wasn't until the last 2 episodes of Earthrise that I appreciated the fact that they didn't rewrite none of the original Transformers cartoon series or any of the comic book. They just pretty much added onto it and made it their own little addition within the existing lore, which I think was absolutely wonderful. I think it was great. Now, again, it gets a thumbs down in terms of the CGI animation. I feel as though it's very budget. It was very like, it had its moments when like, I was like, okay, that looked kind of hot. But other than that, I was like, this should have been hand drawn. You know what I mean? 2, I didn't like the voice. Yeah. The voiceovers were absolutely terrible for some of those characters. Like Megatron's voice was like this. But at the same token, I get it. Because you know how I always pretty much surmised it in my mind how Megatron got the raspy voice is that when they all crash landed on Earth, like maybe his vocal box or whatever got destroyed to where like it was just like raspy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Whereas though, you know, which was Frank Welker's voice. But I did like the fact that you see the Ark crash on Earth and it's there, and the beast transformers are already there. And you notice that disc that Galvatron, well, I don't know if you saw it, but that disc that Galvatron hands Megatron leads into the Beast Wars. So to me, it's making sense of all the Transformer continuities that were on TV. So, and I like when it makes sense. I like when it doesn't overwrite something, because at one point I was like, all of this stuff did not happen while they were going to Earth and stuff like that. But then you see that Galvatron in the future alters things and opens up some type of portal to go in the past to talk to himself. And of course, him and Megatron went to blows real quick, because Megatron like, who you? You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, who you? You know what I'm saying? But it also shows that Optimus Prime, which I think was kind of cool, knew he was going to die. Everybody knows they're going to die, but Optimus Prime knew he was going to die and how he was going to die, and still went ahead and did it because it was for the greater good. If you watch the other episodes, you'll see what I'm talking about, Kenny. It literally makes sense of not just G1 Transformers, but Beast Wars.
Also wraps it around, huh?
This person
cool.
really did their work, and they really took into consideration that there are real Transformer fans out there.
But you know, a shame though, you didn't note the style. I mean, if you look at how fucking Japan does budget anime, they can pull that look off easy and pretty cheaply. I think if they really wanted to, it wouldn't be that. But you know that the dirty look, I think it looks decent, but it feels like they're trying to hide a lot of the cheapness with a lot of the grunge and dirt on that on the show itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right, those dark lines and those scuff
marks. It's almost like a trick. Yeah.
Right. One thing I didn't like that they're doing in a lot of these Transformer films, or like they're making Bumblebee this character, or like this character like he's like a side swipe, or he's like a Prowl or Blue Streak or a Sunstreak, or like this bold character. No, Bumblebee is a scout. You understand what I'm saying? He's pretty. Don't get me wrong. He'll fight, but they're trying to make him like on a level of being like Brawn or somebody with the courage level of Brawn, or like he's Brawn when he's actually not. We all know who Bumblebee is. Bumblebee was pretty much in a way like the soft comic relief of Transformers in certain aspects.
I'm just glad he can talk though, man. He has an actual
I'm glad
voice, and not some
I appreciate the fact that they
Jesus
made him look like G1 Bumblebee. So I mean,
with the horns, right? Yeah.
Yes, with the horns. I do like the fact that there was death in it, because like in Transformers the movie to me set the bar for Transformers. Although it was a wonderful film, it was the beginning of the end for Transformers. But it set the bar for not only Transformers the movie, but for animated films after that. Because everything, once you watch that, you went straight to anime. You went straight to anime to look for that type of feel again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think what do I give it? Thus far, I would give it, out of nerd pins, I would give it I'd say I would give it 4.5 out of 5. No.
What about if you ignore the art style of it all and just take into account the story?
Well, you know what? 3.5 because of the art, animation, and the what was that? The voiceovers. The voiceovers.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, the way you was talking about Transformers, like, why are you giving it a 4.5?
Yeah, that gets a 3.5. Now, story-wise, amazing. Because once I made it to the end, I was like, okay, all right, this works. Because it essentially gave me what I wanted. I wanted to see more battles on Cybertron and like the struggle that they were having on Cybertron, and then the traversal between when they were coming from Cybertron to Earth and stuff like that. It all makes sense. It makes sense. And it fits in with a lot of the comic books too. It doesn't overwrite a lot of the Dreamwave comics or the IDW comics either. So, you know, I have really no complaints beside the voiceovers and the animation and the artwork. But that counts for a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Transformers the movie 1986 still holds up. It still holds up very well. You know?
You still can't top the hand-drawn look.
No,
That's for
no,
sure.
nothing
You
beats.
can't
Honestly,
top it.
nothing beats 80s and 90s anime. 70s,
Yeah.
even some of the late 70s anime was like very detailed, but 80s anime highly detailed, lines of face and everything. Whereas though like 90s anime, you started seeing towards the late 90s how it started falling off until we got this garbage that we have now.
Yeah. I think shit like Ninja Scroll was the peak. That was it.
Yeah, Ninja Scroll, yeah, oh, absolutely. Ninja Scroll still holds up very well.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mika, did you hear that Batman that they're doing the Batman the animated series? They're extending it, like making more episodes and stuff like that.
Yes and no. I remember Batman the animated series when I was growing up. I guess yeah, I didn't know that they was making extended episodes.
Yeah, they're making more episodes. I think it's supposed to lead up into the what do you call that? What's the name of that? Oh,
Batman Beyond?
Yeah, it's supposed to lead up into Batman. They're supposed to be doing a
I
Batman
honestly would have thought that they would have made a Batman Beyond movie a long time ago.
Yeah, me too. I love Batman Beyond. I thought Batman Beyond was amazing. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Mm-hmm. I liked it too.
I could share this with you guys. I want you to see it. Let me see. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Application window. Okay. Chrome tag. And here we are. Share. Can you see it?
Yes.
Over at comicbook.com that following the announcement that Batman the Animated Series has finally shifted from the DC Universe platform and onto the HBO Max, it seems like the classic cartoon could be very bright. Speaking on the latest episode of the Fat Man Beyond podcast, co-hosts Mark Bernardin and Kevin Smith brought the rumor to light with the former firmly labeling it as rumor. The rumor is that HBO Max is looking at making a Batman the Animated Series sequel. They want to continue that forward. Bernardin said as Smith covered what was very clearly a huge smile on his face. So they're basically going to be like continuing the series. And it says this could happen as soon as 2022. So we got a ways to go before they pretty much.
And just the fact that Kevin Smith is behind it, that's going to be great.
Yeah, no, yeah. Kevin Smith.
We'll see. There's something.
He be talking like, yo, I'm going to keep it because like
everything's great to that guy though, man.
Lately, the way he's been acting here lately, I'm kind of worried about my He-Man show. No bull, I'm telling you, because he's gonna be writing He-Man. I'm telling you, and you got to keep. I'm sorry, He-Man got to be strong. He got to have that testosterone. If you
don't think there's nothing wrong with the way he's acting these days, man? He's kind of, kind of fishy. Just say that much.
Listen, I saw She-Ra, so I have faith in He-Man.
Which She-Ra did you watch?
That Netflix She-Ra. So I have faith in He-Man because She-Ra was horrible.
I thought you were saying that was a good standard for
No.
Oh, I was like,
no,
man. I was about to say, man, we ain't even gonna talk about that She-Ra. That She-Ra was horrible, man.
I mean, it was horrid. Hey, Hugo.
And if you think about it,
really high. Oh my God.
If you think about it too, man, Homeboy is kind of a shill. He everything is great to the guy. He never really gives a bad opinion on anything.
Like sometimes you got to be straight up, man. You got to be honest about it. Be like, yo, dude, this is a little bit, this is that and the other.
Yeah.
Just be. I mean, I understand you want to stay relevant. I understand you got to pay your bills, but when you lose your fan base, you lose everything. You lose everything. You lose everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I love Batman the Animated Series. I think it was wonderful. I love the fact that there were some episodes that weren't like, especially the first 2 seasons of Batman. They weren't for kids. They really weren't. There were some episodes that was dark as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then, like, as they started, especially when they started bringing in Robin and everything, they started softening it up. And you started seeing like the animation was becoming a little bit like, you know what I mean? But as a whole, I think it's pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, all right. Check this out. I was surfing the internet. You know, I'm always looking for juicy tidbits of information, and I came across people are calling for Grease to be banned. What are your thoughts?
Jeez.
That is pure comedy. That is pure comedy, man. Like, you know how many people grew up watching Grease?
Yeah,
and they're calling for what?
They're calling for Grease to be banned.
Mind.
They want it banned.
Don't high schools put on plays of that shit?
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Well, they're saying that it supports misogyny, homophobia, and slut shaming.
God, Jesus. I hate these fucking new age terms. It makes me sick.
Oh man.
So
you gotta love this generation. You really do.
Kenny, give me your thoughts on this.
It's a bunch of horse shit. I hate these new age terms and these kinds of people who talk like that and try to do these banning things. I mean, they even did Rush Hour, for crying out loud, man. If you watch Rush Hour now on TV, there's a whole warning screen that pops up on the TV. I don't need any of this shit, man.
Yeah. Wait a minute. There's a disclaimer for Rush Hour?
Yes, it talks about how it was made in a less culturally sensitive time and some other nonsense.
Yeah,
I took a screen cap of it.
Gone with the Wind has a new what's the name as well?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind.
So it's Rush Hour, Gone with the Wind, Blazing Saddles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Oh, Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver.
Of course.
They honestly, they're trying. I heard that they were trying to get that taken off because it's just too much for like these people of today.
But how is Grease slut shaming?
Okay, so let's find out.
So stupid.
Let's find out.
Slut shaming? Why is that even a thing, man? They're called sluts for a reason. You're supposed to shame them. Christ. I mean, the term slut. Come on, man. You're supposed to be proud of that. Get out of here.
And over here,
what are we doing anymore, man?
What is this? Newhub.co.nz. It says.
Oh, this is New Zealand.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Right, it says social media users are calling to ban the iconic 1970 hit film Grease, condemning it for being sexist, homophobic, and slut shaming. And I think that's it.
How is it all of that when it's a love story?
Yeah, it was on like, I guess when you have nothing else to complain about, you find some. Oh, here we go. It says read more. A Boxing Day viewing of the film on BBC One sparked outrage online with many Twitter. Here we go.
Twitter, huh?
Many Twitter users calling the film outdated, and you have Twitter comments right here. Grease is on. It really has a terrible message, doesn't it? One user said, Grease is on. It really has a terrible message. Ah, man, just watching Grease, one of my favorite films, and it's so of its time, misogynistic, sexist, and a bit rapey. Okay, so turns out Grease is actually pretty rapey, says Samantha Johnson. Also, no one wants to watch Grease with me anymore. No one wants to watch Grease with me anymore. Lonely
rapey though? What's rapey?
I don't know.
What's rapey?
I don't know. It's a bunch of guys.
Oh, they're talking about when Danny tried to force himself on Sandy and she ran off. I'm like, man.
I don't know. Then it says, to be honest, Grease is rapey and slut shaming and probably kind of homophobic and creepy, but it was made in a different time when this sort of shit still wasn't okay, but it was accepted. I still watch it as a movie cause can see, although it hasn't aged amazingly, it is still a classic of all time, classic of the time. Lydia says Grease is on.
Go ahead.
Lydia says Grease is on and is so sexist but so fun. Happy Christmas. People are nuts.
I hate these people, man.
People are nuts on Twitter. And it says the film is a lighthearted romantic musical centering around a high school love affair between Sandy, played by Olivia Newton-John, and Danny, played by John Travolta. Critics on Twitter complained about the lyric. Did she put up a fight in the song Summer Night when Danny talks about hooking up with Sandy? Others shared disapproval about Sandy's friend Rizzo, who was slut shamed for having unprotected sex. The drive-in scene was criticized for being rapey. One user saying the lack of
goer.
plus representation and diversity in the cast angered others. In the film, a radio announcer at the school of dance announced there were no same-sex couples on the dance floor. All couples must be boy-girl. Well, Grease, shut up your homophobia.
They don't understand.
So what?
My God.
Get out of here, you.
Yeah. If I wish I could make this stuff up. I'm so happy that I'm able to share my screen with you guys because a lot of people would not believe me if I didn't find this stuff. And yeah, if you go on Twitter, just type in Grease, and you'll see all the comments that come up with people.
Oh man,
and being hurt and upset and angry and mad and blah 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 blah. The list goes on. It just goes on and on.
This makes me sick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These kinds of people are just disgusting.
Like we're in bizarro world. I've just come to the conclusion that for all the bad stuff I've done in my life, I'm being punished. I farted and sneezed at the same time and got thrust into a hell dimension. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I ended up at. And I think actually you guys are like the alternate versions of yourselves where I came from. And I think I'm just in hell world now. I really do. I think I'm like in bizarro world or hell world and shit like that for all the bad shit I've done. Everything I love is just being destroyed, being taken away from me, just being altered and stuff like that. And it's like a slow hell. It's like a slow, ever diminishing, repetitious hell. So I mean, that's
dang. Then you really must have did some shit.
Yeah. I was a bad boy. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. And in gaming news, did anybody happen to see the new Resident Evil Village trailer?
No.
Yeah, I did, man. It doesn't feel like Resident Evil. It looks like it's just not Resident Evil, man. It's not me.
It's not. I mean, like,
what's with the vampires, man?
I don't know. They ran out of ideas. They ran out of ideas. They're literally going back to legacy monsters and golden age monsters, like the merman. Next one is gonna be merman. Next one is gonna be Frankenstein or whatever the case may be. Resident Evil to me is like gotten long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, contrary to popular belief, the one I loved the most was Resident Evil 6. I loved Resident Evil 6 because it played off. It had the action, it had the horror. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fact that they had zombies or like mutants carrying guns and using them and stuff like that. But it is what it is.
I like Chris on steroids, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. I
don't like this new weak ass looking regular man looking Chris.
That's like divorced dad Chris. You know what I'm saying? Sailor Moon to your health. Yeah, I saw it. You know what? I don't know if they'll let me play the trailer, but I'm gonna play it any fucking way. Let's see what they say.
No.
Yes. You're not my father. You don't tell me what to do. You're not my father. You're not my mother. You're not gonna tell me what to do.
Yeah, you know what? Play it.
They could have named this. They could have named it anything else, and it would have been passable as a different name.
Yeah. Honestly, here we go. Let me know if this plays smooth for you guys.
It looks fine.
An exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters.
First off, I don't like the fact it's in first person. I really don't.
Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter.
Resident Evil's always been third. I don't know why it's first.
Yeah, like certain things like
first-person perspective. We think it really draws players.
If you wanted to do this, it should have been an option. It shouldn't have been a main setting.
Exactly.
Put the damn action figure down.
Which one you got?
I'm just messing with Venom. It's my Revoltech thing.
How tall is that Venom?
Roughly 7.5, I think. Pretty decent.
Nice size. Real nice size. This would have been perfect in third person. From art design to technology. I'll play it if it's in third.
The graphics on it though.
No, the graphics on here are stunning because there was one trailer I watched where the woman was talking on the phone and you saw her reflection in the mirror and she looked amazing.
What else do we have here?
A warm welcome's not really what's in store for you.
Damn.
Man, blood.
Wow, the villains look like they have OnlyFans accounts.
Oh no.
Let's do it. Wow, Ethan. You escaped.
That hat is wicked. I love it.
Yeah, that hat is nice. Like I said, the graphics on here are beautiful, but I'm not interested in playing it for some reason.
Yo, it looks like a porno scene.
Oh.
Like a POV porno.
Yeah.
Shit looks like a Mike Johns joint.
Here we go. That crappy shooting mechanics.
Oh, in the first person, huh? Crappy Resident Evil
You
shooting
can
in the first
block. You
person.
see that?
Yeah, that better kill you right there. Jesus, it's a shotgun.
Oh, look at the rapist.
Well, you're fighting a homeless man with a hammer, huh?
It's kind of stocky. He looked like he would be a problem to stop. You saw them legs and thighs and calves. Kind of stocky.
We've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo.
Wow, crafting, huh? Wow, okay. Like every other game does now.
An assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Wick.
Oh, look at Danae. Oh, what? I've been waiting for you.
It's a healthy looking guy.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Look, he got snacks on the door so you can just grab them.
Until he doesn't miss a meal.
Belong to him to buy and sell, amongst other things. The director wanted to give him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations.
It's Baron Harkonnen Jr.
That's what I was thinking.
He's an interesting fella.
Yeah, the only way to do deals with you got to have your gun out.
Smash away with your trusty
You know what? As a knife guy, this bothers me, man. You don't smash your fucking blade into things, man. Knife
That's what I'm
blade
trying
side
to-
first.
thank you.
What are you people doing? Christ, you're gonna make your blade
The
dull
thing
and
about
fuck
it
it
is
all up.
Resident Evil fans, you can't tell them anything. They'll be the first one to be like, oh, this is so cutting edge. It's different. No, they're using the same mechanics, the same this, the same that. It's all the same. It's all the same.
Without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to
Dead
solve for
Space,
players to move forward.
The Evil Within 2, far superior game.
Plenty of
Hands down.
puzzles to keep you on your toes.
Just pull a can of Raid out. She's done.
Yeah, right.
Slice your jugular and just block it.
Well, that's one way to end the video. Now that we've shown you what's in store for Resident Evil Village, let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo.
So is this a spin-off or an actual sequel? Because the way that it's written.
I think they're just making them episodic because, like, the last one has absolutely nothing. Looks like it has absolutely nothing to do with this one.
But as a character we're referring to as the Maiden. Unlike the actual game, this experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
It's a pretty looking game, though. I'll give it that.
Beautiful.
It's
So
a
imagine that
really
was on PC.
pretty looking environment, yeah. I kind of want to see Splatterhouse in that environment, but
Oh
yeah,
my
whatever.
God. And what I wouldn't give to play Splatterhouse.
No.
I'm trying to. We
With
got
these graphics.
We got to talk after this.
To find a way. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5.
Did you play this yet?
No.
Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance to play. So we'll have a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime this
Oh, it's coming out in the spring.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the new Resident Evil Village gameplay trailer. What I think of it. Wait, we got a couple of comments here. New comments. Let's see what it says. Come on, go down. Somebody says, okay, so look, we got a question right here. Favorite 80s cartoon, can only pick one. You go first, Mika.
Oh, you don't ask me that question, Luke.
You over here holding people.
It's so many.
He hit us with straw.
I would have to go with Thundercats. That's my favorite 80s cartoon is Thundercats.
Okay, let me see. What about you, Kenny?
I think G.I. Joe. Got to be G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, for sure.
Cartoon for me, and that you guys probably gonna clunk me in the head for it, is, I would say, Bionic 6. Look.
Yeah.
Bionic
6.
On.
Yes. I remember Bionic 6. Yes.
Yeah, you can't do this, Luke. You got to come with at least 2. Mm-hmm. You at least got to come with 2, bro. At least 2. Because the 80s.
But there were so many great cartoons in the 80s.
The 80s, bro. You talking about the 80s. The 80s, like you watched everything. Even some of the stuff that was corny, you would watch it because it was 80s, bro.
Yo, I used to watch the Gummy Bears cartoon.
Me too. But the Gummy Bears was drawn and animated superbly.
It was that. It was DuckTales. It was Tailspin. It was all of that.
It was all
shit,
good.
Man.
Yeah.
Gummy Bears and DuckTales had the biggest budget out of all of the Disney Power.
Yeah.
Had the biggest budget, and you could tell because Gummy Bears was Japanese drawn. Trust me when I tell you. Watch some of the episodes. DuckTales was Japanese drawn at times. Look at the end. Look at the animators at the end, just like with Gummy Bears.
Mm-hmm.
But Bionic 6 to me was a superb cartoon all the way around. But then again, you hit me. Again 80s cartoons. You can't just pick one with me.
Right.
I love Visionaries. I love Bionic 6. I love Sectors. I love Centurions. Did I mention Visionaries? Yes, I love G.I. Joe. We're not even going to mention G.I. Joe and Transformers. And I'm going to be really honest with you. Besides the first 2 episodes of He-Man, I really didn't like the cartoon. I just like the music and occasionally
the toys. Toys. Yeah, that's the main stuff, of course.
Because other than that, what's the name ruined me. The comics that came along with the He-Man toys ruined me for enjoying the cartoon, because when you read the comics, like there was one comic book where He-Man fought Beastman when he first met him and slit his stomach open, like you just saw like a cow mark, and he slit his stomach open with his sword.
He fucked Beastman?
Nah, man, them comics that came with them toys was violent as fuck, bro. I'm telling you. Were they not, Kenny?
They were way more vicious than the cartoon ever was, man. Exactly. Skeletor even looked like a rotting face at one point, man.
Exactly. Like you saw, like flesh was missing a little bit on his, like it just looked like you said, rotting skin.
He had the eyeballs too. He had the creepy looking eyeballs at one point.
Yeah, and then they toned him down when Filmation got him. They toned it down because Lou Scheimer didn't. How can I say? Lou Scheimer wasn't too fond of like having kids see too much violence and stuff like that. Whereas though, like,
see, like I'm a girl. I grew up on shit like Gem and the fucking Muppet Babies and Rainbow Bright and shit.
Yeah, we did too. But I mean, like, a lot of our cartoons were violent as hell, especially like Macross / Robotech.
Yeah, that was my shit. A lot
of death. Even though they tried to edit it out, it showed a lot of death. A lot of death. A lot of those cartoons that were like ported over from Japan over here, they showed a lot of death, like Voltron, which was AKA Go Lion. Go Lion was a brutal cartoon in Japan. Even over here, sometimes they would show unedited versions because they weren't able to edit it. Because I remember the first time when they aired Voltron, they showed that pot full of dead people by that roe beast, and it was blood filled in it and stuff like that. They showed the roe beast eat people on the ground when Hagar the witch threw the roe beast down the planet Eris. He ate like a handful of people. You saw him just throw them right in his mouth and was chewing them. And then you saw him walking and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, he just ate the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, as a kid. So as a kid, I saw some violent cartoons. I also grew up with Flash Gordon, which was shown when I was a kid. The Flash Gordon cartoon was shown late at night because it had a lot of adult themes, because there was one part in the Flash Gordon cartoon where the lizard women wanted to have sex with Flash Gordon and he refused them, so they started beating him. You remember that? See, a lot of that stuff was edited out. You know, like, you got to understand, the 80s was a wild time and a lot of shit went through the cracks, and they, like, parents would just be like, oh, well, like, they really wasn't paying attention to us watching those cartoons until they started hitting the late 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
well,
why.
you know, it's not only the cartoons, but it was the movies too. The movies were super duper violent.
Yeah, like Heavy Metal. You had a lot of animated films that were slated for adults, but kids still watched them. But
yeah,
you know, but
I remember shit like Hey Good Looking and shit like that.
Yeah, Hey Good Looking, Heavy Traffic, all of that was
Heavy Traffic was phenomenal. Shit.
Yeah, Fire and Ice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What was that other one? One of my favorites. It wasn't anything Ralph Bakshi really did that I didn't like. I loved his artwork. Where I feel as though Lou Scheimer and Filmation sometimes would mock his or like copy his work. You know what I mean? Especially with the motion capture shit that Lou Scheimer was doing. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. You know, what do you think when you know, we had gotten off topic because we were answering the couple of questions, and Luke on the chat right here says, nice, all great choices. He says, haha, I know, I want it to be very hard question. Yeah, that was a hard question. He also says they were all amazing, truly. And then he says Voltron was his favorite cartoon. Now, again, Voltron, when they would port stuff over to the US, because what was that? Another one of my favorite cartoons was Mighty Orbots too. Mighty Orbots was another one of my favorites, which was essentially God Mars in Japan. And Daruga was the second Voltron that they pretty much made into an American Voltron once it got over here. But Daruga was essentially a robot cartoon over in Japan. But yeah, man, I mean, like, you know, 80s was great. The 80s was great. I don't care what nobody say. I love the 80s. Absolutely.
I love the 80s too.
Yeah.
Love the 80s.
Yo, I miss how just ultra violent and manly the anime looked. It wasn't all weird and skinny looking characters like it is today, man.
When it was a villain or a bad guy, they were a villain or a bad guy, and you knew.
Yeah. Even the good guys were built like tanks, Fist of the North Star and fucking Berserk and all that shit, man.
Yes, indeed. I love
how violent is she, bloody? Remember, Guyver was ripping people's arms off. And
Guyver was like brutal, bro.
That was the best dude. I'm gonna change my answer to Guyver because that's how violent this shit was, man. Just the sheer brutality of it.
Guyver was absolutely brutal. It was brutal. You guys keep talking. Let me go get a paper towel because I spilled some water.
Yeah.
Clumsy ass.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't watch the cartoons that you guys watched when I was growing up. It was basically mostly like Thundercats, Silverhawks, Thunderbirds, even though it was like kind of older.
Yeah, I used to love Muppet Babies was my shit.
Yeah, Muppet Babies was my shit too. I don't like the new one that they got now. Like the Muppet Babies they got now, that's for like preschoolers. But
it's nothing like it used to be because
no, it's not like how it used to be. It's mostly for kids, like toddlers.
Oh, it's a baby show, it's a straight up baby show.
It's a baby show. Yeah.
And you know, it's a shame they'll never be able to reproduce any of the old cartoons because of all the licensing issues. Because they used to just bring up all kinds of other shit in the cartoon itself, from Star Wars, Indiana Jones, or what have you.
Yeah, and I love how they used to incorporate whatever movie was popular at that time. Yeah. They would like you would see the Muppet Babies go on an adventure with it or like mention it. They was always messing with Star Wars though, always messing with Star Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was in the intro too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I guess the 90s was okay too.
90s was okay, but it was just basic. Only thing that came good out of the 90s was that anime started getting a bigger exposure. You know what I'm saying?
But it started losing its edge though, man. That's when it started turning into what it is today.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing is about like 90s cartoons, because that's when hip hop cartoons first started getting introduced. You know, you had shit like Kid and Play. You had shit like Hammerman, and Hammerman was horrible. But yeah, it's like I watched those. I was talking about that when I was in Clubhouse. I was playing something called Hip Hop Squares, and I was questioning them on like their knowledge of hip hop and cartoons, and that's when I mentioned Kid and Play and Hammerman, and we was just talking about that shit. Like, yo, like, yeah, Hammerman was fucking awful, but that was basically the '90s. But the '80s, you can't beat it. You can't beat the fucking '80s, man.
It was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. The music was crazy. The music was different. Everything was different. Everything was new. People like everything was just yeah. The 80s. I can talk about the 80s all day, man.
Even like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons was awesome in the 80s.
Yeah. More so, you know what? You got more of an adult theme from Hanna-Barbera because essentially
it all depends on which cartoon.
Wasn't slated for children anyway because like you watch shit like Johnny Quest, even when you watch Space Ghost was killing motherfuckers left and right. Johnny Quest, where people was getting shot and killed and dumped off boats and blown
even
up.
The Flintstones
Rich Bannon was a murderer.
Yes, he was.
Rich Bannon was a killer, man.
White-haired murderer.
Guy was a fucking killer.
Then it was one episode that showed like his file card. I think he had served in like the military. He was a special ops and this, that, and the other. I was like, what?
He was basically a mercenary under the employee of the Quest family, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a damn mercenary, yeah.
Yep. Yes, he was.
Like even the Flintstones was more adult themed, you know?
Yeah, I think Kenny lagged out. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
90s X-Men was cool, but you know what? I didn't really like the artwork and animation on X-Men. That's why you don't really hear me talk about it too much. Now, the X-Men that came out as a feature film, as a feature, back in 1988 when they were trying to make toys for it and stuff like that. Not the ones that Toy Biz did, but they were trying to make toys for the 1988 cartoon. That one was amazing. That one was absolutely amazing.
Right.
Find a little stream for you guys real quick so you can see it. You would love it. That one, I don't know. Let me.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
Something happened. Come back. Let me type it.
Yeah.
Tell
them to come back. I think you got knocked out.
Did you get sent to the hell dimension? Did you see like the teeth and blood like I did?
I guess my shit just dropped. My connection just kind of flubbed for a minute, but seems like it's fine now.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Coming from the comic books of X-Men, I really didn't like the X-Men cartoon that much. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I wasn't a big fan of it because I'm a person who loves artwork. I love good artwork and animation because I was spoiled in the 80s. In the 80s, we were given great artwork and animation done by Japanese people and done by like, Asians and stuff like that. So when the 90s started losing a lot of those artists and we started getting that crappy looking watercolor anime and artwork and stuff like that. And X-Men I didn't like because I understood what they were trying to do, but they were trying to make it look like a comic book and it just didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, but if you notice later in the seasons, man, they kind of started heavily inking this shit. Like Wolverine's blue was almost black and all that shit.
Yeah,
they really started to stylize it.
Yeah. X-Men cartoon 1980.
Crazy. Yeah, I remember the X-Men cartoon from the 90s. I really didn't watch it that much. I watched like some episodes, but I really wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah. Well, this one right here is the one that I was telling everybody about that they should check out.
The only thing that kills it for me is fucking Australian Wolverine. Like, come on, man. Why is he Australian?
I didn't mind. I thought it was great. I thought it was good. Look at the artwork on this. Hold on. I'm going to share this with you real quick. You got to see this, man.
And his brown costume Wolverine, too, the best looking one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got to see this, man. This is, a lot of people don't even know this exists. And I try to tell them this was the first X-Men cartoon.
I had this on VHS tape, man. The official VHS tape of it.
Me too.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, look how Magneto looks, man. That's just way better. Jesus. Yeah, this is what they based the arcade game off, the Konami one.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Look at the artwork and the detail, much better.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember though, but the '90s X-Men cartoon had like an anime intro that was kind of slick, man. It looked like what it should have been. You remember
Yeah,
that one?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
yes.
had even had Cable in it with a big ass
Yeah,
gun.
yeah, at the end, because again,
Yeah.
that was how it played over in Japan. And every now and then they would take the Japanese intro and exit and put it on the American version over
Left
here.
you wanting it though, like damn, why does this look like
Why didn't
this?
it look like this? And then they showed
Yeah.
Cable running with the big guns and stuff like that. I was like, what? Come on, why are you teasing me like this? Stop it.
And then the show starts and then you get the shit from Fox.
I was like, come on. Then they started joining, and like you could tell when like they were really like losing budget, because you started seeing like the feet was getting all pudgy. Sometimes you see a couple characters. I'm like, oh man, this is going down the shitter. This is it. This is it. This is it, man. But yeah, man, you know, so far we're having a pretty decent show. I'm glad everybody's tuning in. But you know, we had some sad times today, man. We lost a lot of people these last 2 months, man.
Yes, we did. We surely did.
We lost, what's that? Gregory Sierra. He was on Barney Miller and occasionally on Sanford and Son. You know, he was the neighbor. We lost Larry King, Hank Aaron, Marion Ramsey from Police Academy, Tanya Roberts from Die Another Day. We lost Mr. MF Doom, Shabba-Doo from MF Doom. And I love MF Doom. But it was odd how his wife was
Halloween, right? When he passed?
Yeah, he'd been dead for a minute. She just decided to tell everybody, like, why? But then again, it's her business.
Same thing with Doom. Like, he died on Halloween.
Yeah.
And we found out about his death in December.
Yeah, but his wife didn't want nobody to know. Or I don't know. You know, I don't know how that worked, man. I was like, man, that's weird. Then we had Tanya Roberts, I spoke about her dying. Then we had my man Shabba-Doo die. You know what I'm saying? Shabba-Doo died. Ozone from Breaking.
Yeah. Breaking.
And then what got me, Houdini, John Fletcher. Houdini from from Houdini.
Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died. But you know, the thing about it is that we have to understand that these people are like up there in age sometimes, and like a lot of them were sick. You know what I'm saying? Like Larry King, he was blessed. He was blessed, man. That man lived. How old did he live to? Larry King, he lived up until Larry King.
It's like 90 something, right?
I think so. Larry King had a lot of health problems.
Yeah, he's had like quintuple
he's been
heart
through like
replacements.
cancer numerous times and stuff like that. Who would have thought that COVID be the one to get him?
Yeah.
Well, that motherfucker had like 8 or 9 heart replacements and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Plastic blood vessels.
Yeah, they said Larry King was an American television host, radio host, and paid spokesman whose work was recognized with
Garlic,
including 2 Peabodys and an Emmy Award and 10 Cable Ace Awards. He was born on November 19th, 1933, and he died on January 23rd, 2021. He was
87.
Then they say he was only 5'9", but he always looked so tall to me. I thought he was at least like 6'2" or something like that.
Yeah, when you get older, you shrink.
Shoes.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Larry King. We love you, man. We love you. And they said
he had multiple heart attacks, a lung cancer diagnosis, and a stroke.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Rasputin. He really went out like that. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like he had several health scares, but that's not what killed him. It was COVID. Who would have thought?
That's a damn shame, man. Fucking COVID again. Yeah. But then again, they label everything as COVID these days, man. You can get hit by a car and they'll say COVID.
Yeah, like there's no such thing as AIDS or cancer or flu.
Cancer, especially. What happened to all the St. Jude dads on TV? I don't see many of them anymore these days.
I don't know. Then over here, it says that Marion Ramsey, American actress. Marion Ramsey was an American actress and singer. She was a regular on the series called Police Academy, but was best known for her role as a soft-spoken officer, Laverne Hooks, in the Police Academy films. Later, she appeared in the films Recipe for Disaster and Return to Babylon, and in the television films for sci-fi, such as...
Yeah, I was mostly shocked by her death.
Yeah. But she looked good well until her old age, too.
Oh, yeah?
To me, she actually got better looking as she got older, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was there any underlying health issues probably?
yeah. But you got to understand, these people are old. Like, think about it. These people been rocking out since we were like, they were adults, full
That's
grown
true.
adults when we were kids. So,
Fucking
you know, a
Police
lot of times,
Academy was a long time ago.
yeah, a lot of times people won't understand. Like, they'd be like, "Oh, that was messed up." Yeah, but these people were old. These people, they've been around for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I love it when
Marion
there's a
Ramsey
conspiracy
wasn't
theory
that
though
old.
about old people.
Who?
Cause who?
Marion Ramsey wasn't that old.
Yeah, she was. She was like 70 something. That's
Oh,
old. She was like
really?
70 something. Yes. She was born May 10th, 1947.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was 73 years old.
It's pretty up there, yeah.
Yeah, that's up there. You know what I'm saying? But she looked good for her age, man. She was, but,
Yeah, she really did.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then we lost Tanya Roberts too. We lost Tanya Roberts.
We lost a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them all.
2021 just fucking started.
I'm gonna read them all off.
Oh, you lost Debo too.
That's right. Listen,
Yeah.
Tiny Lister, right?
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. We
Mhm.
lost Debo.
Yep. Yeah, and it says right here, Tanya Roberts, American actress. Victor Leigh Bloom, known professionally as Tanya Roberts, was an American actress, producer, and model. She is best known for playing Julie Rogers in the final season of the television series Charlie's Angels. Stacey Sutton in the James Bond film A View to a Kill. Sheena. Yeah, I loved her in Sheena the Jungle Queen. I loved her, man. Carrie in the Beastmaster, and as Midge Pincotti in that 70s show. Yep. But you got to think about it. She looked good for a very long time. She had those pretty deep blue eyes or whatever the color they were. She was nice and she could look good for a long time.
That's money.
Yeah. She was born October 1955 and passed away on January 4th, 2021, age 65. She was 5 feet 8 inches, so she was tall. That was a tall woman with those long legs and stuff like that. I always thought it was Die Another Day she was in, but it was View to a Kill. That was the one with Grace Jones, right?
Die Another Day. That was with Halle Berry.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, sometimes I get it mixed up. Even though I am a big James Bond fan, I get it mixed up.
It's A View to Kill.
Yeah, I said A View to Kill.
Yeah, it's A View to Kill. And Grace Jones was in Live and Let Die.
Yeah. Yeah. We got yeah. And then, man, did you hear about Gregory Sierra dying?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, he was a guy from what you call that? Barney Miller.
Oh, I'm looking at that. Wow.
Yeah, he was a guy from Barney Miller. And also, what's his name? He was the neighbor to Sanford and Son. Remember the Spanish guy that would always come next door?
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I was looking in your yard and I saw." You're like, "Why are you looking in my yard?" Like, "Why are you looking in my yard?" Yeah. And it says Gregory Sierra was an American actor. Gregory Sierra was an American actor known for his roles as Detective Sergeant Chano Amenguale on Barney Miller, and as Julio Fuentes, the Puerto Rican neighbor of Fred G. Sanford on Sanford and Son. He was born January 25th, 1941 in New York and died on January 4th, 2021.
Oh, man, a couple of weeks shy of his birthday.
83 years old.
Wow.
83.
That's a good long time though, man. He had a good run. 83? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You can only hope for that. That's good.
Yes, it is. You can't complain about that, man. You can't complain about that. Then next up, we got Shabba-Doo. Now, Shabba-Doo, for some reason, he looked good for a very long time. I wonder what he passed away from, but I usually don't ask because sometimes it's a sensitive subject for people. You know what I mean? And his real name was Adolfo Quinones. Adolfo Gutierrez Quinones or Adolfo Gordon
God bless.
Quinones, known professionally as Shabba-Doo, was an American actor, dancer, and choreographer of African American and Puerto Rican descent. Quinones is perhaps best known for his role as Orlando Ozone in the 1984 breakdancing film Breakin' and its sequel, Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo was not as good as Breakin', though. I'm sorry. Breakin' was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Breakin' was the shit.
It was.
It was
Yeah, two, I don't know. It felt like it was trying to, like, I don't know, go mainstream or do something. I don't know what happened with it, but it wasn't as good as Breaking. Neither was the soundtrack as good as Breaking. Breaking 2 soundtrack was nowhere near as good as the first one. And it says he was born May 11th, 1955 in Chicago, Illinois, and he died December 30th, 2020 in Los Angeles, California. He was 65 years old. So that's messed up, man. You know, we lost so many people, man, within these past. This is just within the past 2 months, all these people we lost.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And these are not all the ones.
And it's scary.
You know, it's not all the ones that you know, not everybody. I didn't get everybody that passed away.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, we're gonna say the best for last. We got Hank Aaron up there dying at age 86. You know what I'm saying? Wonderful legend right there. Right now, we got Houdini up here. And it says the hip hop community has lost a great one with Houdini co-founder John Ecstasy Fletcher died. He was 56. Fletcher's cause of death hasn't been reported, but many are broken that one of rap's early stars is gone. Questlove called the rapper, who had many hits including Friends, One Love, and Freaks Come Out at Night, a pioneer. Houdini was a Brooklyn-based trio that rose to popularity in the 80s with hip-hop anthems. That's my shit. 5 minutes of funk, and it ain't no jump. And Big Mouth. The group started with Fletcher and Jaleel Hutchins. DJ Drew, Grandmaster D. Carter would join in a few years later. According to AllMusic, their 1983 single Magic Wand made Houdini the first rap group to feature an accompanying video. Yeah, Magic. I used to like all of Houdini stuff. Houdini was born. I'm not able to pull up his I just looked at a picture. Jimmy Carter. He's almost 100 years old.
I was reading about I think one of his relatives was posting a GoFundMe for his funeral services.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I was talking about, you know, like how, you know, like these labels, like they keep all the royalties for people's music. They making all of this money off of they profiting big, while the artists, like, they're struggling to either, you know, get money for their medical bills or funeral services.
Right, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? How can you but see, that's bad on so many people, on so many parts of people, especially people that are in his life. You know what I mean? There's no way in the world this man could be this, you know, be a man of substance as he is, and then, like, you know, if you know he's old and he's sick or whatever the case may be, why are you not making sure, like, he has things in place to make sure he gets a
like I'm reading it here on allhiphop.com. Like, the family launched a GoFundMe page, and they were attempting to raise 20 grand for his funeral services.
That's a shame.
Wow, that's
a damn shame.
That's horrible. That is horrible. This is not just some old run of the mill, or, like, you know, somebody that didn't mean something or make its mark on this earth, or, like, touch many people's hearts in many different ways. This is Houdini. Like, how do you know, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And it says that Houdini was born on June 7th, 1964. He died on December 23rd, 2020. He was only 56 years old. Now, that's kind of young. That's mid-tier, like, you know. But then again, didn't Michael Jackson die at a young age?
He was 50.
Well, he was drugged the hell up and bound to.
He was 59?
Yeah, I know he was. Yeah. He was around about one of those age groups.
He was 59, yeah.
He was 59, but he was in his teens.
Man. I like it. Next up, we got my boy, MF Doom. Man.
Oh, man. That one hit me hard, too.
All of them hit
super unexpected. Yeah.
All of them hit very hard, but MF Doom, I was like, man. And it says Daniel Dumile, I think it is. Dumile? Or Daniel DeMille. Daniel DeMille, best known for his stage name as MF Doom or simply Doom, was a British-American rapper and record producer. Noted for his intricate wordplay, signature metal mask, and a supervillain stage persona. DeMille became a major figure of underground hip-hop in the 2000s. After his death, Variety described him as one of the scene's most celebrated, unpredictable, and enigmatic figures. He is considered one of the best lyricists of all times. I remember when he was with
MD.
yep, KMD. And I loved all this stuff that KMD made. I loved all of KMD's work. And
Yep.
it says, wow, he's old. He was older than me. It says he was born July 13th, 1971 in London, England, and died October 31st, 2020. They said he was only 5'5".
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Nah, I don't
That's
think
got to be some bullshit, man. He did not look 5'5".
Nah, that was a big man.
That's not 5'5". Come on,
Nah,
man.
I don't think it
That's
was
like a
5'5".
that's like a sixth grader. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think MF Doom was that. No. Like I love when he did Peach Fuzz with what's her name? Remember?
Peach Fuzz.
Boom, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
But there's so much MF Doom music that I love. If you guys aren't aware, definitely go check out MF Doom. A ton of stuff on YouTube that you'll love. Very eclectic and eccentric rapper, but can spit over any track and would use a lot of like Hanna-Barbera and he would use like Hanna-Barbera, old Marvel cartoons, themes and stuff like that, and he would make it work.
Yes.
So, rest in peace, MF Doom.
Mad Villainy forever.
Yeah, rest in peace, everybody. Finally, we end up on Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron, Henry Louis Aaron, nicknamed Hammer, or Hammer and Hank, was an American professional baseball right fielder who played 23 seasons in Major League Baseball from 1954 to 1976. He spent 21 seasons with the Milwaukee Atlanta Braves in the National League and 2 seasons with the Milwaukee Brewers in the American League. He was born on February 5th, 1934, and he died January 22nd, 2021. He was 6 feet and age 86. So he lived a nice long life.
That's a good long time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He lived a nice long life. So I mean, like, may they all rest in peace. We can only hope to live as long as them, because I know I ain't gonna live that long. I already know. You probably got maybe like 5 more years out of me, and that's it.
Peter said Dawn Wells from Gilligan's Island, Marianne, she passed away too.
Oh yeah, that's right. She did. That's right. She did, because I posted it too. It says, yeah, we lost a lot of people.
You also got Paul Varlins from UFC, old school UFC. Got knocked out by Tank Abbott. Whooped on by Paul Varlins in UFC 7, or Marco Ruas, UFC 7.
Right.
Old school guy, man. One of the old school fighters UFC, back when they had no gloves and really no weight divisions and shit, man.
It was all knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 51 too, so that's pretty damn young.
He was young.
Yeah.
He was young. 51 is kind of young, man. That's sad. Any idea where he passed away from?
They heard that girl in that 70s show didn't die. No, Tanya Roberts, she did die. She's dead. But who was that? Was it you telling me? Because you know what, I hate to put hers up because for some reason they
Julie Strain.
Yeah,
she actually died this time. Heavy Metal put up a statement not too long ago, like a few days ago, I think.
Yeah, because think about
Julie
it.
Strain passed.
Yeah, remember they were always putting her in the dead pool, and she'd be like, "I'm not dead. Why do y'all keep saying I'm dead?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to put it up until I got factual proof. Because for like, what was it? 2019, it was like, yeah, she dead. Then 2017, it was like, she dead. 2018, she dead. I was like, then come up, she'll be on Twitter, be like, I'm not dead. Like, why do you guys keep saying this? Because who was that they keep throwing in the dead pool all the time? God, what's his name? They always trying to kill him. Gosh, I forgot who it was. But they always saw him in the dead pool, and he got mad this time. Like, he was just like, oh, God. It's funny, but it's not, because they always throw him in the dead pool. I forgot which one they always throw in the dead pool. But, yeah, it's, him that they always throw in the dead pool. Uh-oh, we lost Kenny again. His connection.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it's some... We got to be grateful for what we have.
Yeah.
We got to be grateful for what we have. Enjoy our life while we can and everything like that. Now, finally, we're going to get into the little toy segment right here. Talk about a few action figures that we saw coming up that I'm interested in. A couple of us are interested in. You know what I'm saying?
So we're not going to delve into Wonder Woman?
We talked about Wonder Woman already.
All right.
Did we?
Continue.
Nah, we could talk about it. It was garbage. Wonder Woman was garbage.
Yeah, I had to watch it again, and I was like, "Yo," it
I
was
only
like
had to watch that one time. I only had to watch that one time. That was it. Wonder Woman was complete garbage. They could have kept that, and I understand they were trying to embrace like the campiness of like the 70s and 80s and all that other nonsense. But no, that film was horrible.
They didn't quite have the storyline together.
Yeah, the story, the running, like the special effects in that film was absolutely horrible. The writing was horrible. It was just horrible. Everything about it.
Yeah,
they was trying to do.
I still feel that Maxwell Lord should have died.
Well, Maxwell Lord is still alive in the comic books. I mean, like he's he has influence and stuff like that. But I mean, like it was stupid. The only fights, and then what got me is that why would you first off, the first Wonder Woman film set the bar. It set the bar for Wonder Woman. So why would you make a Wonder Woman film? So the first one was absolutely amazing, phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And then you make this one and you just like drop the ball all the way around. Even when it comes to acting, when it comes to story, everything. It literally you didn't see any story or anything worth watching until it hit like around about like the 2 hour mark.
How about the fight scenes? Were they at least choreographed decently?
I mean, I've seen better CGI on Power Rangers. No bullshit.
Oh boy,
CGI was horrible. CGI was horrible. Especially that, like when she fought Cheetah, I was just like,
it could have been.
You know what I'm saying? It
could have been better. Even like like the Cheetah being CGI made it was horrible too.
It was cheesy. It was cheesy. It was so cheesy. And I understood they were trying to grasp like some of the campiness of the Sarah Thomas says there were no fight scenes.
Oh wow.
No, that like I'm telling you, it was horrible. It was horrible. It's bad when how can I say, the main, if it wasn't for Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig, that movie would have been a flop.
Yeah,
you know it.
That movie would have went to shit.
We all know it. The writing was just all over the place. It was like, again, within like the first 2 hours, like it wasn't even, you can't even call that character development. It was just like, damn.
Chris Pine looked homeless.
Chris Pine, yeah. What is going on with Chris Pine?
He looked homeless.
Horrible.
He looked homeless. Chris, he's getting old. He is getting old. Like,
nah,
you can see it.
You say he looked homeless though.
Nah, something ain't right.
I haven't shaved in years, or I didn't shave in a few weeks. He had the touch of grays in his hair.
He's 40 years old. This is what I'm used to him looking like. I'm sorry. Look.
Christ,
he didn't look like that in the movie. He really didn't look
like that in the movie. He looked mad old. He looked like somebody's father.
He looked horrible. I mean, think about it. You can see, like, I liked him as Captain Kirk, even though a lot of people didn't like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. I did. I like it. I liked him as Captain Kirk. I think he did a great job as Captain Kirk. I love the spin that J.J. Abrams did with Star Trek. I know, like he made it less of a slow burn. To me, that's one of the things that I liked about that J.J. Abrams did. I love Chris Pine. This is the Chris Pine I remember playing Captain James T. Kirk or Tiberius Kirk. You know what I mean? Fast, let me see if I can find a picture of him in that fucking Wonder Woman. I was like, because me and Sarah watching, I was like, what the? I said, nah, that's not him. I said, maybe they use some aging technology on him to make him look like. No, he looks like shit. He's been rocking and rolling too much. Somebody said he's been looking old in the past few movies. Recent pics of Chris Pine.
Check out these pictures.
Nah, wait.
Ugh.
Something is going on with him. Like his head got longer, and you know what I'm saying? He just looked weird.
Botched plastic surgery?
Yeah, maybe so. Cause something ain't right on him.
He looks like Jordan Peterson, man. The speech guy.
Yeah,
Looks,
something. I mean, like
yeah.
shit. I know I'm aging hard, but like, look at him. Look, Kitty.
Mm.
Like, look
Yo,
at
look at his
this. I
face.
know
How old is he supposed to
In his
be?
fucking basement.
40.
Look at his
He's supposed to be
face.
40.
That's a hard 40, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real hard 40.
That
And
is
then
a
like when
hard
they,
ass
like,
40.
when they
Oh
showed
no,
full
no,
body,
no.
when they showed like a full body of him, his legs were like skinny but like pointing outward, and I was like, what is
Oh,
wrong
he's
with him?
gangly. That's sad.
Like his leg, like his knees was going outward like this, and his feet were flapping. I was like, what is wrong with him? Like he just didn't look like the young strap. And I get it. People get older. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But nah. But no, that Wonder Woman movie was absolutely horrible. Would I watch that again? Nope.
Damn, that's sad.
No, that was horrible. That's a career ender right there. That Wonder Woman movie is actually a career ender. If you're not careful,
When they making
Gal
a 3?
Gadot-
They're already talking. There's already talks about making a 3.
yeah, well, and they gotta push it up to the 90s or 2000. Don't do that. Don't do nothing in the 80s.
Yeah, they got to make it recent.
How 80s was it? Was it pandering
It didn't
80s or
even
was it?
feel like 80s. It didn't even feel like 80s. It felt like cheap budget sci-fi channel, because there was one part to show you how
Oh,
budget
no,
the film was. Look, when you know
It's a
when he
silent
was
movie.
when he was supposed to just like disappear because she had to let him go to put things back in order because of like the wish box.
Her powers because of the wish.
Yeah. You just saw him stand on the side of the building. If you look real good, you can still see his hand sticking out. I was like,
That's a shame, man. What are they doing?
they could have just CGI'd my man out or just had him, like fade away or do a Thanos dust. He just stood on the side of the building. It was supposed to look like he was gone. You just saw his hand sticking out. Like, I was like, oh man, this is bad. Even the extras in that movie, when it was supposed to be like a whole bunch of destruction going on, it just looked cheesy. It wasn't good.
Right.
It wasn't good at all. It wasn't. Pedro Pascal, his acting was good, but a little bit over the top. I always feel as though in certain, like here lately, he's going a little bit too far. And speaking of Pedro Pascal,
I think his head's getting big, man.
yeah. Speaking of Pedro Pascal, he wants to do like they're saying that they're going to do season 3 of The Mandalorian without his mask, with like showing more of his face. That means I won't watch it. I want to see the mask. I don't want to see your lumpy head. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to see his Mr. Potato Head.
It's all Bo-Katan's fault.
Yeah, I don't want to see his. No, I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see your face. That's just like, because like, I mean, let's be honest. When Pedro Pascal really took the mask off in The Mandalorian, what made Mandalorian cool is the fact that he keep his mask on. Nobody wants to see your face.
That was the mystery of the whole Mandalorian.
Yeah, makes him cool.
Exactly. But when you take the mask off, the whole lore is gone. The whole excitement of me knowing what you look like is just gone. I don't want to see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here.
Like you took your helmet off a couple of times. We already know what you look like, but nah.
Oh,
we don't need to see all that.
Sarah Thomas is going ham. She said Pedro got his ass fat too.
Oh,
I remember him in Narcos and stuff like that. He was nice and svelte. He had that like, that classic like how can I say Latin look, which made it cool. But like, you're looking at him now, he's not the type of person you want to see his face all the time. You don't. I don't want to see his face. I want to see the Mandalorian mask. If season 3, if he's taking that mask off a lot, I'm already telling you I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see you without your mask. I want to see the Mandalorian. I want to see the Mandalorian with his mask on. Because let's be honest, when he first took that mask off and we saw his face, a lot of us was like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying?
I thought the show was unneeded, just uncalled for to take the mask
nobody
off
want to
at
see your
all,
face.
man.
If my job is to play a man in them iron masks, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my job. Actually, I would like to be to when like people be like, so who does play this character? And they'd be like, Danae. They'd be like, oh, cool. I don't want people to see my face. Don't look at my face.
Well,
Look at my face.
It's the same shit that makes characters like Firefly and Cobra Commander fucking
Exactly.
cool.
You don't want to see their face.
Fucking mask they don't take off.
The fact that you can't see their face, like Destro. You don't really want to see his face under the mask. You know what I mean? And of course, that's what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be like a Latin Donald, or like a representation of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, it was a it was just like, you know, it was just so hokey. And the woman who wrote it, you can tell she was trying to, like, she said, "Oh no, I'm not trying to inject my politics in it." I said, "Yeah, you
Oh, jeez.
come on, you gotta watch. You watch that junk. It was horrible." So Mika, I don't know what the hell you was looking at that you saw, like you saw. And again, it's preference, but I don't see why you say this movie was good. That movie was horrible.
Yeah,
was
no,
horrible.
I find it horrible now. It's like I had to watch it over again. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck I was thinking.
Then the mall scene when she was fighting, I was like,
that was so fucking generic.
I was like, stop it, man, stop it.
That was generic. Oh my god. They could have written that story a little bit better.
Yeah, but you know
what? Nobody died.
You know what I watched? I watched The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey. It was okay. It was okay. It was pretty much like an English mafia story. It was okay. It was good for a one-time watch. It was good for a one-time watch. Wonder Woman 84 gets no pins from me. That shit just get a napkin. They get a napkin thrown over the top of the broken pen. That's it. That gets no pins from me. That gets no. We don't play that.
Not even a leaked pen.
Nah. That junk was bad. And what got me mad what got me upset so much was the fact that they made me watch 2 hours of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They made me watch 2 hours of nothing.
It's a damn shame.
And then when it did get to the fight scene, I was like it was just cheesy. It was budget sci-fi. It was budget special effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they stayed within budget knowing that they were going to stream this. I think they stayed within. They really cut the budget knowing they was going to stream this. They were like, look, it don't really have to be. It's going to be on a streaming service. So.
And there was like so much hype for this film. So much. For what?
Yeah, I thought it was going to do something. You know what, guys? Hold the conversation for me while I go get something real quick.
You always gotta get something, man.
Just hold a damn conversation.
Yeah, so yeah, I totally didn't like Wonder Woman. I thought it was cool at first. Like, wait a minute, like nobody died. There was no real fight scenes.
So how do you have a comic book movie with no real fucking fight scenes? That doesn't sound right at all, man.
You know what? You have to ask the director. Like, she's the one who thought of this whole fucking story, and she thought it was gonna be fantastic. Like, nah. They should have did more with Maxwell Lord's character, because he became the stone granting people's wishes, but yet at the same time, like, the more wishes he was granting people, the more his body was deteriorating.
Ugh.
Yeah, his body was deteriorating. Like, every time somebody made a wish, like, you see him bleeding from his fucking ear or his nose. They got blood dripping from his nose. Like, he was fucked up in that movie.
Did it at least look cool while they were doing it? How the effects on? Did the CG look good with that at least? How you all getting all fucked up?
Like, the whole CG was horrible.
Jesus.
All of it was horrible, and then they had like the gold armor and stuff. Like, that really didn't look good as well.
I saw that, man. She looked like a discount toy. So I could tell.
The best thing out of that whole movie was Linda Carter in the mid credits.
Oh, old school Wonder Woman, huh?
Yeah, they had old school Wonder Woman in it. Yep.
That's cool, I guess.
In the movie, Diana Prince was telling a story about, like how we had this one warrior and we were under like the slavery of men, and we took all of our armor and we made this suit for her, so like she could fight everybody off, this, that, and the other. She's a great warrior, blah 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 blah. So that was actually Linda Carter that she was talking about.
This movie sounds kind of preachy and womany. Just from that sentence alone, Jesus.
It's cheesy. It really is. Everything. The storyline was cheesy. I really wish that they did the storyline a little bit better. I couldn't get over Chris Pine though. Like, damn, it's like you look like you had a rough fucking life.
Yeah, he looked like he's been living on the streets for the past few months for that role.
Yeah, he looked kind of homeless. Like, yo, like, you're not doing that members only outfit any fucking justice. No justice at all. Like, yo, like, I don't even know why you came back.
Well, if this movie's so bad, why are they greenlight a sequel for this shit, man? Christ.
Because
According to
all
the
about just giving you
director,
what they
she
want you
said
to
that there's
have.
supposed to be. She said that there's supposed to be 2 more Wonder Woman movies.
Who
2
wants it
more.
though?
Nobody
That's,
wants
that's
it.
like giving me a
Nobody
shit
wants it.
sandwich. I don't want it, but you keep handing me a sandwich full of feces. I'm not gonna eat it.
See, I don't know what happened with though they started just like making these films where they give you what they want to give you versus what like now see this leads into a little issue with though Star Wars they're having little battles over at Star Wars because from what I'm reading, what's her name? Kathleen Kennedy is getting mad at Kevin at John Favreau and the crew and George Lucas because I guess they're setting the bar too high to where as though like nobody wants to see the High Republic and stuff like that because instead of telling stories, you giving them like social politics and stuff like that within your storytelling, so nobody wants to see it. So they feel as though that what's his name? John Favreau and Dave Filoni and all of them and George Lucas are ruining her version of Star Wars that she wants to put out. So they're trying to get like because they're already trying to get rid of Cara Dune, and I think they're going to get rid of her by next
No,
season.
they're not. You can't get rid of like one of the biggest stars of the show. You can't.
Yeah, you can.
I heard they were like Disney already has art like of her replaced already with the other character. What's her name?
They're writing
you
her. I think they're
serious?
going to write her out. Yep, I think they're going to write her out. Yep.
They're gonna kill her off. I bet she's gonna get
Yeah,
killed.
they're gonna find some reason to get rid of her or something like that, or they're gonna write her out because she's not fitting in with the agenda or the type of people that
I mean,
they want.
if you look at that shit you just brought up, what's it called? Star Wars High. What is it called?
The High Republic.
Dude, I saw a preview of it, man, and it looks like the most. What's a bit? I don't want to say SJW-ish. That's like almost a played out term, but that's the most SJW-ish looking diversity filled thing I've seen in a minute, man. Just everyone looks all weak bodied and sickly and multicolored hair and shit. It's weird looking.
It's I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It looks like Antifa Star Wars, man. Every member of that looks like Antifa. Fucking Antifa Jedi, man. I don't want to watch this shit.
He said it looked like a tape of Star Wars. Yeah, man.
Bunch of female Jedis with the sides of their head shaved and shit, colored green. I don't want to see this. It looks silly.
Yeah. Well, on a lighter note, I am looking forward to seeing Dune, the new Dune that's coming out.
That looks
The new
fucking
Dune
great.
that's coming out. I'm a big fan of Dune, so I went and got prepared, man. I got prepared from the House of Atreides because I gotta.
Oh, the figures are out.
Yeah. So when the movie come out, either it's gonna
dude.
be good or bad, but I want to have the figures so that way, if it's
good or
real
bad, there's always toys. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it's bad, it's gonna what's the name?
Duncan, yeah. Oh.
Who makes those, man?
Yeah,
McFarlane.
that was nice.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna be doing a review on these guys real soon. And look what I got a hold of too, because I love it was just my dude, so I got a hold of these guys right here.
Oh, you got Fusion?
No, I got Cooler.
Cooler.
Final Form Cooler. And I got my man right here, Janemba. You remember Janemba, Kenny?
Yeah, pick him in a fighting game.
Yeah, he OP.
Actually, those are my two. I pick him and Cooler.
Yeah, they OP. They OP.
Yeah,
You
I
can't.
know. I'm not good at that game, so I pick the cheapest motherfuckers.
Yeah, you pick Janemba or Cooler. It's just like I think in certain tournaments they
I use Janemba, Cooler, and who was the other one? Hit.
Yeah. Those are.
I use the 3 cheapest looking aliens.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, but like early today, if you haven't seen the show, a friend of mine sent me this wonderful art that I absolutely love. And she's going to be doing a campaign soon, so we're going to be pushing her art and stuff like that. And yes, she does draw full-figured women along with other superhero cartoons, comics, and stuff like that. She's great. Courtney Rose art, be on the lookout for her. I will be supporting her. I will be advertising and stuff. Yeah, I think we did a pretty good show, guys. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
pretty damn good. Had fun.
I just wanted. I don't know if we're ending the show real soon, but I just posted something up not too long ago. The people who made Hello Kitty, they're saying Hello Kitty is not a cat.
What?
They've been saying that for years. They said she's not a cat. They've been saying that for years.
What is it then, man?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anthropomorphic motherfucker, a runaway Thundercat, or a disfigured Thundercat. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's like, then why you named it Hello Kitty?
Yeah, I hope it's something fucked up, just like a human with fucked up deformities, like a harlequin baby grown up or something, man. That has to wear a fucked up mask to hide its fucked up body.
When you
That'd
take
be
it off, it'd be
kind
like
of cool.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. So I mean, I figured we had a pretty decent show. I think we covered all bases and everything like that. I was going to talk about some toys, but you know what, Kenny, we can definitely talk about that on another show. But if you guys are interested in getting all the latest toy news and checking out toy news, see what's going on, check my people out over here at toy-wizards.com. Check them out. Let me show you what's over there, man. We got some good stuff over there. Check them out at Toy Wizards. They have all the latest news on action figures, toys, collectibles, and so on and so forth. Or you can come over, if you want the consolidated version, come over to Tough Nerd Toys where I post.
Funko got the sodas.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of new stuff coming out too. That's toy-wizards.com. Check them out. Wonderful friend, wonderful associate. Always going there. We chop it up. We have fun. And they also both Lauren Stone.
Damn, look at that rating, yo.
I know that rating looks amazing, doesn't it? Both Lauren Stone and Scott Zillner run this site, and they also have a YouTube channel that you guys should check out. It's called Toy Wizards, and then there's Pop Lurker. Pop Lurker is a little bit more like spicy. It's for like adults only. So for the mature collectors, so on and so forth, that's what it's for. But right here, this rating here, we got to look at this. Boy, oh boy, look at this. He's going for 184.
That's not bad, all things considered, man.
Not.
I paid way more for
on him.
I like that old school outfit
look.
done right, man.
Look.
That is nice.
Oh, that's a statue.
Yeah.
I thought it was a figure. I was about to say
no, it's a statue.
But the statue.
End of the day, I'm having my Storm figure though, because I can move the damn thing around. I can pose it.
Right.
I do like how it has the traditional look though, and they kind of played with it, made it look all loose and different.
Right. This is nice right here.
Yeah, that is nice. You got Goro.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out Toy Wizards over there. Those guys do some wonderful work. They do great editorials, great blogging. They're everything. So I think we're gonna cut the show right here. I love you guys. I don't know. You got anything you want to plug, Mika?
You know what was missing the whole time?
What?
The marquee.
Oh shit. You're right. You're absolutely right. You should have said something.
No, I just noticed. Like, yo, you're supposed to donate to
yeah, well, we hungry, so if y'all see it down there and y'all want to ask me.
Well,
I totally forgot about it. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm thinking we had a good show. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for participating. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah.
People calling me and shit like that. Check us out on Tough Nerd Toys on YouTube, on Facebook. We got Tough Nerd Toys Gaming. Tough Nerd Gaming is on Facebook. We got Instagram, Tough Nerd Toys. Pinky Tuscadero, let them know where you at.
I am on. You can check me out mostly on Instagram. That is PINKIETUSCADERO, and you could just check out my I'll be posting up music news. I post up some of my vinyl collection. I have a multitude of things on here, so follow me if you can.
All right, Kenny, where can they find you guys? Find you at?
Go to my YouTube page. I just started uploading some videos. I'm playing Cyberpunk, so you can watch me do crooked shit to people in there too. I think I have a video uploading with me committing a hate crime on it. You saw a screenshot. I basically pinned him down and started punching his face in. Great part. I can see why Cyberpunk got complaints from the lefty liberal side for certain reasons. It's a fun game though, so there's videos of me doing all kinds of fun shit there. None of your business is my page there. Uh, you can find me on Instagram, King_Patriarch for pictures of weed, figures, and knives and gloves with holes in them.
Yeah. What was the look? I watched the recent video you put up. Was that just like the intro that you put up?
That's when you start the game, pretty much.
Oh,
I just
okay.
wanted
Yeah,
to get a
'cause
quick upload in there.
I had got all my stuff together to watch a nice long stream, and it was over. I was like, wait, hold on.
Nah, I just want to test the upload, make sure it worked right.
No, it came through
Yeah,
perfect. It came through
cool.
perfect.
Because
Now,
sometimes when you upload like 4K footage, YouTube tends to fucking gimp it. I just wanted to make sure it came out through and didn't get all choppy.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, you can reach us over at Tough Nerd Toys on Facebook, Tough Nerd Toys on YouTube, Tough Nerd Toys on Instagram. We got a Twitter as well, Tough Nerd Toys on Twitch. We're everywhere. We are everywhere. You can find us everywhere. Not to mention, check out the Tough Nerd Toys gaming page on Facebook and the new Tough Nerd Toys gaming on YouTube, which is under construction. But we're getting it together. Still some videos up there, you know, that you guys can like sort through and watch and everything. I got some long gameplays of either me winning or losing or both.
What about the Hatchimals?
Oh man,
are they still there?
We don't talk about the Hatchimals no more.
It's my favorite video you ever done.
Yeah, I know.
I love the music. It's so adorable.
Oh man, I was sponsored on that. They made me do it. They paid me and was like gave me a bunch of them Hatchimal things. I told them I don't. They said, would you like a lot or a few? No, they asked me how much in quantity. I said just a few. They sent me like boxes. I said, come on, man. They sent me like boxes and boxes of them Hatchimal shit. And they were very happy with the video I made for them. I was like,
yeah.
And I said, you can take some of this back. They just stopped answering me. And I said, you can take like some of this Hatchimal shit back. I had to give it away to my nieces, like kids walking by. I was like, here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was everywhere.
A lot of them probably didn't even want the shit too. That's the fun part. Fucking Hatchimals. Yeah. Good stuff.
So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time watching this. I hope you share the video, let people know that we're out here. We love you guys. Mwah. Take care. And make sure you win my fucking cereal. Oh, let me see. Make sure you eat your Quiz cereal. All right. I'm gonna eat some more. I'm gonna eat some in the bowl tomorrow, so you guys can see me eat this old box of cereal. And yeah, if you find it in the store, just pick it up. I'm telling you, just pick it up. Quiz cereal. Love you guys. Take care, man.
Bye, everybody.